There comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their soulmate, the person they're going to know and love for the rest of their life. That moment came for JD 20 years ago when he met me. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Connor. I'm JD's next door neighbor, all of childhood. I just want to thank everyone for being here, for these two hugely important people in our lives. From a young age, it was very hard for JD to accept that he was a loser. Whether it was flipping Monopoly boards when he went bankrupt or changing the score of basketball games when I was beating him, JD did not like admitting someone was better than him. So I was pretty surprised when he asked me to be his best man. It's finally humbling up and admitting I'm the best. Thanks, bud.
Brooke and I have been best friends for as long as I could remember. We grew up living 2 houses apart, which meant we were never far from each other. We honestly were more like family than we were friends. Over the years, we've shared many memories and laughs, and everyone knows Brooke likes to laugh a lot.
Yep, Annie makes me laugh. Even when I'm mad, it's the worst.
It's funny, we had a costume party and she was dressed up, we both were dressed up, but it was like when we first early started talking. And we did like the Sandlot, so she was like Wendy Peppercorn, the lifeguard, and I was like, she's a swimmer, like used to being in the bathing suit, everything, and I was dressed up as Squints and had like big glasses and stuff and the baseball hat. And I just remember looking at her that day because she was like super tan at the time. They just came from their training trip. And it was just like her red swimsuit. And I was just like, wow, she's like stunning right now. So it's like, if you look that good in a bathing suit, like just a regular lifeguard one, I was like, you're like beautiful, so.
Eventually, after JD left for college, we began drifting apart a bit. Couldn't hang out as much, couldn't play as much Call of Duty as we used to in the old days. Then came a very eventful day. I was scrolling through my Facebook feed and noticed a picture of a Schley family vacation. Who'd I see next to JD? Some girl. Definitely wasn't me. It was Brooke. And at that moment, I knew I'd lost my spot as an honorary Schley vacation family member. What a devastating time. So Brooke, you didn't know it, but our relationship got off to a very rocky start.
So it was a big step for like our relationship. Right after college, I got an opportunity to go out in Nevada, in Sparks, Nevada for Tesla. And I was like, I really wanted her to come with me, and she made that commitment and like left home, and she's a total homebody. And like, I know that was like, for me, it wasn't really a big hard decision at all. I was like, this is once in a lifetime, like I'm ready. But for her to be willing kind of on the spot to be like, yep, I'll go with you, and made that commitment, totally moved. She had a job she liked back home. And so just that commitment, I was like, you know what? I was out there and I was like, I'm gonna end up marrying her. Like, what am I waiting for? Like, there's never a good time for anything. It's never like, oh, I'm gonna wait a couple years, I'll be more well off to do this. It's like, I know I'm gonna do it, let's do this. So, like, what am I waiting for?
Just when I thought I had it figured out.
Yeah, when he did propose, I kind of just walked out. We were eating dinner, and then he's like, let's walk through the garden. I'm like, we're not walking through a frickin' garden, we're leaving. So I just kept walking, then I turned around, he was all the way back, so I had to walk back.
How are you back?
Because he was supposed to had dinner.
Yeah. He was supposed to say, let's get dinner.
And then he was like, I have something to tell you, and then didn't do it. I'm like,
She actually texted her mom at dinner that she's like, he's not doing it. And she was so, like, she ended dinner like in a bad mood because she was anticipating it. And then I didn't do it at dinner. And she was like actually kind of mad at me, like getting grouchy to everything. I was like, are you kidding me? We're like in the vineyards. We're like out in California. It's beautiful. I'm like, you're going to be grouchy right now? But then it's like, I knew it and she didn't. So she thinks we're leaving the vineyard. And we originally, when we first got there, because our reservation was like an hour later, so we just kind of walked the grounds, went through their gardens and stuff. And like, I picked out this spot and it was like a beautiful terrace, had all these like flowers growing all over it and everything. I was like, that's where I'm gonna do it. So I was like, when we were leaving, I'm like, hey, let's just take another walk through the garden. I was like, it's just so nice. Like, we got a long drive ahead, let's just take a walk. So I let her kind of get a little bit in front of me. So she was all the way ahead. And when I got dead center of the terrace, I dropped down on one knee and I said, Brooke, Lauren, and she's like, turns around and didn't say a word.
Just
Brooke's like so upset about it.
Yeah, is that the furthest one?
no yawning yet. The party hasn't even started.
I think you're just gonna be Haley Buell forever.
That's like Dirk and Brown.
Oh yeah, that's so weird to me.
We have made it to this time. The invitations that you have sent out have hopefully been responded to. You have your dress, the tuxes, everything is ready for this day and for this time. It's time to celebrate what you have been anxiously waiting and preparing for. All right, Brooke, repeat after me. I take you, Jeffrey Dennis,
I take you, Jeffrey Dennis,
to be my husband
to be my husband
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
to join with you
to join with you
and share all that is to come.
and share all that is to come.
And I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
until death parts us.
until death parts us.
I take you, Brooke Lauren,
So I take you, Brooke, Lauren,
to be my wife
to be my wife
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
to join with you
to join with you
and share all that is to come.
and to share all that is to come.
And I promise to be faithful to you
And I promise to be faithful to you
until death parts us.
until death parts us.
Can I have the rings, please? It is now my honor and privilege to present to you for the very first time Brooke and JD, husband and wife.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, but darling, you were meant to survive. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head. With every star, we are just like a seed in a garden.